What is up, guys, and welcome back to our rebuilding career mode. This time we have got Middlesbrough, and it's only because, now obviously the new Premier League has started. I thought I'd kind of like do all the transfers, well, most of them anyway, just kind of based around the Premier League. And obviously that means then moving the three teams that got promoted last year from the Championship, Burnley, Middlesbrough, Hull, and obviously moving Aston Villa, Newcastle and Norwich down to the Championship. So yeah, we have Middlesbrough this time, and what the rules are, there are a lot of rules. The only rule is we've got to try and win the league in basically 5 seasons or less. All I do is sim all the games. I can make transfers, obviously. I'm not allowed to play one game whatsoever. I just sim all the games and see what the outcome is at that. But anyway, this is a squad. Now, obviously, with the transfers that Middlesbrough has made in real life, it's not actually a bad squad. I think the most improvement they need is probably the fullbacks, really. Yeah, they don't have the best of fullbacks, both 72 rated. The defence and goalkeeper, well, the centre-backs and goalkeeper, not bad. Maybe need a new CDM as well. Wingers, not bad, and maybe I think they need a new cam. But anyway, obviously I mentioned the fullbacks, and the first signing I was going to make is Eric Peters from Stoke. 75 rated, 26 years old, 3.8 million, not a lot to be fair for him. But, to be fair, Michael Carrick, I know he's 80 rated, and 33 years old, but 5 million for him. I thought I overpaid a bit, but to be fair, he is going to be there at 80 rated, so at the same time, should I be bothered? Maybe not. And also, Stephen Ireland, thought I'd bring him in at cam, 75 rated, not a bad signing there for quite cheap. And I decided to bring Callum Chambers on loan, but then I don't really know why, because then I went and signed Christian Gamboa in a permanent contract. Maybe because if it did go over 2 seasons, obviously we wouldn't have Chambers anymore. But yeah, we signed 2 right-backs there, and there was the signings we actually made in the summer transfer window. I mean, we didn't have a lot of money. Obviously, we can't spend big if we don't. But to be fair, I mean, look where we are. We're actually sat in 6th spot, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, we're actually joint 4th, just behind on goal difference. So, we're actually doing really well in 6th. And obviously the relegated teams are, Hull, Bournemouth, which isn't a surprise. But anyway, obviously, like I said, we didn't have a lot of money. And as you can tell by the video, this isn't the longest of episodes. It's the least longest I've ever done of the rebuilding career modes. And obviously, we could only make one signing in January, and that was for getting Faguli on pre-contract. But to be fair, I was quite happy with that. Anyway, the Cups, we didn't do bad in our first season. I mean, we lost to Arsenal in the Capital One Cup of round 16, and we lost to West Ham in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. So to be fair, I think I'll take them, actually. And as you see in the league, we actually just stayed where we was, and we actually did really well. I was so surprised how well we did. I mean, we joined 5th. I mean, we had the same goal difference. Obviously, Man U did obviously beat us because they scored more, and obviously, as you see as well, Bournemouth just survived, and Southampton got relegated. I mean, what the hell? But anyway, it was on to second season. As you see, I was just obviously remembering you that I did sign for Faguli and on a pre-contract, and he'll be going straight into the squad. But anyway, my weakness still was my fullbacks, and as you see, we are going to sign back Rusanya. Obviously, we got quite a bit of money for staying up and finishing where we was last season, so I brought back Rusanya in at 79 rated. Also, I needed a new centre back. I thought a high rated one anyway, and I thought Fernandez was that guy at 78 rated from Swansea. And as you see, Matthews Valbuena, 79 rated, overpaid a bit for him, I thought as well. But the main thing is this kind of rebuilding video, we're kind of just offering for more quality, not young. As you see, most of the players that I buy are kind of at least 27 years or older. I think the youngest player that I bought this episode so far is Nathan Redmond, and that was only because his contract was running out at the end of the season, so I've been able to get him on a cheap. And, again, live more. Obviously, I've just watched Hull City, my team, win, so I'm ecstatic. But yeah, I don't want to talk about them because obviously it's a different kind of video. But yeah, this was a squad going into the second season. Now, to be fair, it was a lot stronger than the one we had last season. And to be fair, to say we obviously finished 6th last season with the squad we had, and like I said, this squad is stronger, so why not? Can we not win? Well, finish higher than we did last season. That was my aim, to be fair. My aim was to get into the Champions League spots. Don't get me wrong, I was surprised that we actually did finish 6th place last season, but as you see, just a bit more than halfway through the season, we're actually top of the frigging table. I mean, how the hell has that happened? I don't know. We're above by 2 points, only losing 2 games, which I think is pretty sick as well. As seen relegation, Sunderland, Leicester and Newcastle. So obviously they'll have to do the best to obviously try and not get relegated. But anyway, again, the only player that we were going to be able to sign in January was Ivanovic. I thought my right back spot was my weakest point, and obviously we're there and we upgrade that spot. But anyway, as you see, we lost to Millwall in the first round of the Capital One Cup. Didn't do very well on that. Also, we lost to Man City in the round of 16, I think it was. We lost them over 2 games. Got a replay, but lost against them away. And I see PAOK. I think it's a Greece team. We lost against them in the Europa League in the round of 16 again. So altogether, domestic cups, not the best. But the main thing is, like I said, it is winning the league. And as you see, we win the league in our second season. Now, I'm probably surprised as much as you guys are, but I didn't expect to win the league in the second season whatsoever. I mean, we lost 5 games. That is mad. We actually finished on top by, I think it was 2 points, which I thought was immense. And also Swansea, Sunderland and Bournemouth all getting relegated. I mean, Sunderland's points were quite embarrassing. But yeah, the main thing is we won the league. And obviously that means we've completed it. As you can tell by my voice, I'm just surprised how well and how quick we did it. I mean, I was expecting 3 or 4 seasons with Middlesbrough, kind of with the cash we had, and obviously we can't bring in a load of quality players. But to be fair, they've done the justice and they've done the job. And as you see, there is a lot of growth around here, even with older players. And that's what I like about this, you know, experimenting with different players, seeing where they get. And, you know, obviously this video has been a success. And Middlesbrough was a good team to obviously manage and do the challenge with. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. And guys, I'll be seeing you later. Peace!